Hello and welcome back to Rue's Life. So I'm over at the plot and the weather is reasonable. It's mild, it's not raining. It may rain later, but I thought I'd get across and get on with some jobs that I've been meaning to do. And I'm feeling much more like myself today. I haven't mentioned it in previous videos, but we have had an awful lot going on and it's had quite an effect on my mental and physical health, and I've been struggling, if I'm honest, but being here on the farm and having things to do has really helped, and I've just taken it slowly. Lots of self-care, lots of mindfulness and lots of quiet time, and I feel like I'm coming out the other side. So I'm really feeling ready to get stuck into a few jobs here on the plot today, and I thought I'd take you with me. So one of the things that's happened recently is very sadly, we lost Chris's mum, and she was just a remarkable lady and I got on with her really well. We had so much in common. She was absolutely crazy about animals and also enjoyed gardening, and despite having quite poor health for a number of years, she still had a little garden and she would get out and grow things and would regularly send me photographs of things that she'd grown, and we'd chat about, you know, potting things on and so on, and what we were getting up to. And it's been a really tough time for us. It wasn't expected, and it's hit us incredibly hard. But some of the positive things that I'm holding on to are obviously we had to sort out her things, and she had a lot of gardening tools and some other bits and pieces, so I've kind of inherited some gardening tools which, you know, when I use them, it'll be lovely to use them here in my garden, you know, and give her a little thought while I'm doing that. And I'll also show you, she had some garden ornaments. I'll be honest, not all to my taste, but she was also crazy about dragons, and she collected all sorts of dragons pictures and little ornaments. She had them all over the house, beautiful, you know, sort of fabrics, all sorts. Dragons. She loved her dragons. And so one of the things I have got here now at the plot is one of her little dragons, and he's watching over the plot. So yeah, so still, you know, it's going to take a long time, but I'm trying to hold on to the positive things and hold on to the happy memories. So as I say, I'm feeling much better and I'm really ready to get stuck into a few jobs. So I'm not going to sit here rambling. I thought I'd just get on. I'm going to do as much or as little as I feel like at the moment. I really feel like doing things, but I'll be honest with you, I've been feeling like that, and I've either not been able to get going or I've started something and just felt too overwhelmed and had to stop. So today I really would like to get some jobs done, and enjoy doing them. So, you know, I'm going to have the radio on and listen to something probably on Radio 4 and get on and do a bit over here at the plot. So here in the new flower bed, I have planted some alliums and some other bits and pieces, but there are a few weeds coming through, so I want to weed those. The squash bed also needs weeding, and I do need to pay some attention to this frame. I need to add in more structure. Let's move across. I have now put the netting out, so I've put some netting ready over this bed, and I've put the hooped netting over here, and I do want to get those cauliflower out today, or certainly some of them, and give the beds a little weed. The onions are looking really good, but those Californian poppies are absolutely rife, so I need to weed some of those out. And then the fruit bed, again, there's a lot of weeds in there, so I need to get on and weed that. There are a couple of weeds around the rhubarb, so they need to be pulled out. I really do want to tackle these compost bays. And now the plan was to go and get some more pallets, but I haven't managed to do that. So I might, you can see these pallets are starting, that one's not too bad, but that one's not great. There is another one down there, which again, isn't brilliant. I'm going to keep from this bay, but I want to move, so I'll need to move all of this. Let's move back. And then I want to continue the bays going that way, and I want to have 3. I've completely forgotten and discovered I've got some rhubarb in a tub here, and that could do with some attention. And let's just pop into the polytunnel and I'll just show you how the seedlings are getting on. So I may or may not get, I doubt I'll get everything done today that I've been talking about, but I can certainly make a good start. So you can see here the seedlings are looking great. Those are the cauliflower, and I am going to get some of those out into a bed today. But all my seedlings are really coming on. I've got some germination now on some of these, so if I just move you along, so those are cabbage variety greyhound, and they're germinating. Some of the beans are starting to come. Let's move you carefully along. Whoops, past the geranium. I've got some germination on a lot of these flower seeds now, and the seedlings here are, these are really starting to come on now. And the temperatures, let's just go and have a little look. So at the moment it's 25.5 degrees in here and 14.3 degrees outside. Hello, whoever you are, you made me jump. So I'm going to make a start by getting these cauliflower in. So there are a few weeds in here, so I'm going to get those weeds out first, and then I'm going to get these cauliflower in. So it's just out of camera shot, but I'm going to pull it up. This is the cauliflower all the year round, the only one that I had that I put in, and I didn't put the netting over, and the pigeons have decimated it. So that one has gone, but now we've got the netting on, the rest should be okay. And I think they're going to be a lot happier in the ground than they are in these pots. They're definitely ready. So I've got 12 of these cauliflower plants. They're variety all the year round. I grew them from seed. I will be putting them into a fairly small space because I still want to have space for other brassicas. And some of you will have spotted that this is in fact a bed that I grew brassicas in last year. And any of you that follow me will know I'm not actually huge on crop rotation. So unless I've had problems, so if I've had some kind of a disease, then obviously I would be concerned. but I'm not overly bothered about crop rotating, and I don't find that there are any problems. So as I say, they will be going in fairly closely together. And I am not rotating my beds. Hello! One of the locals peeping at me there. So I won't grow them in here year after year after year, but for 2 or 3 years I do grow the same things in the same places, and I don't have too many problems. If I start running into problems, then obviously I will reconsider. So here we go, 12 cauliflowers ready to go into the ground. And then finally, now that they're in, I've got a plastic tub and I've got a tin of cheap beer because the slugs are already out and about. I haven't used my nematodes yet because we are still getting some cooler weather and the soil temperature needs to be 3 degrees Celsius or above consistently, and it isn't at the moment. So they're in the fridge ready, but I'm not going to use those yet. So I'm going to start with some good old beer traps. I'm going to put one at this end and one at the other end. There we are, little sluggies. There's your slug pub. I'm hoping they're going to prefer a drink over snacks. So I'm really pleased to have got those cauliflower in, and hopefully with the netting and the beer traps I'm going to avoid slug and bird damage. It's just starting to spot with rain, so I'm actually going to end this video here simply because I can't continue filming with the camera in the rain. So I really hope you've enjoyed this video. I'm sorry I can't take you with me into the other jobs, but I will show you them in my next video once they're done. But I'm going to grab a cup of tea and get in before this rain really comes down. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you all again soon.